got it, 59. Cold. Where's my headset? Good. Okay. I can do that. How come it's the wrong way around? Okay. That's it. And testing. 1, 2, 3. 1 minute. Okay. Let's get my phone right. I can hear myself as good. Referee still not out. Good. Okay. Oh, we got the picture up. I'm not doing holding pattern. Okay. You know what? Ready to go. And welcome everyone to Friday Night Football, coming to you live from Garside Park, Granville, for the big Friday night match of Lidcombe Waratah Black against Dundas United. This is a big match and could determine the Challenge Shield winners tonight. Of course, Lidcombe Waratah Black, last year's champions. As the referees are coming out, Phil, let's go through the team list from Lidcombe Waratah. Number 26, Favour Acuente. Number 7, Guan Choi. 13 is the goalkeeper, Hiroki Fujiwara. Sorry, not goalkeeper. Yeah, goalkeeper. Number 13. Don't think it's 13. Number 33, Hassam Hosseini. 14, Yongjuk Jung. 22, Jin Kim. 21, Taewan Kim. Number 2, Luke Kwon. Number 16, Kyun Jin Lee. Number 4, Paul Lee. 15, Matthew Munro. Number 19, Abiodun Onifade. Number 12, Jason Starr. Number 9, Takayo Telemoto. Number 5, Hio Wukbum. Number 10 is Yong Hak Kim, and the captain is Yong Suk Jung. I hope I've pronounced those names correctly. Managed by President Michael Kush and Kelvin Jung. For Dundas United, number 3, Player of the Year from last year's Dundas Club, Connor Behan, or Bien. I hope I pronounced his names correctly. Number 99 is Bradley Caruso. Number 16 is Takoto Cheng. Number 14 is Geordie Eldridge. Number 11 is Jonathan Fernandez. Goalkeeper, Roy Gardner. 15 is Benjamin Goss. Number 7, Lucas Hatchman. Number 5, Ryan Hinterregger. Number 12, Taylor Hoffman. He's up front. Number 17 is Ryan Hoffman. He could be up front too. Number 9 is Hong Jae Lee. Number 13 is Cameron Menin. Number 8 is Brad Naden. Number 4 is Tethan Naidu. Number 2 is Aidan Perry. Number 10 is Jacob Ridolfi. Coached by Lucas Hatchman, Mark Hatchman, and the manager, Tina Hatchman, in a family affair. Thank you for joining us here on Friday Night Football. It's a beautiful winter weather. Temperatures dropping to about 10, no wind, and thankfully no rain to speak of. This is Garside Park. For decades, the spiritual home of Granville football, where the once mighty Granville Magpies ruled the fields of Sydney with their golden generation of the 40s and 50s. And if you've been watching the Trivia Tuesday on Facebook, you would have learnt quite a bit about the players who have gone through and played on this field and went on to represent Australia. So I encourage interactive broadcasting, so feel free to pop a comment on where you're watching this, be it in your lounge room on your smart television, somewhere else in Sydney, and better still, somewhere else around the planet. We have a very diverse community, as you can tell by the surnames, and I would expect maybe someone from Japan and Korea to be popped on with pop out a comment. I'll gladly give you a shout out. So thank you for joining us here. So the referees are still making their way. Well, actually, still in the change room. The match beforehand was Granville Waratah against Holroyd Rangers Black in a very entertaining match, 2-all at half-time. But the Granville Waratah team, and I'll give full disclosure, I'm the president of this club, Granville Waratah, came away with a victory with a late corner to seal the win. And they will be playing in the bottom half of the draw for the X-League 2 competition that will start next Friday, the group stages. Holroyd Black, well, they're fighting at round positions 8, 9 and 10. Pending results tonight and Monday, Tuesday of next week will determine who's in the top half and who's in the bottom half. But more importantly, the reigning champions, Lidcombe Waratah Black in the red, they are looking to seal the deal again tonight. A victory against Dundas should just about do it. But there is a caveat to all that. Over on the other side of town, or the other side of the district, there are other matches being played. Feel free to pop a comment on the results, especially Rothermere Black versus Rothermere White. If Rothermere Black do a number on their brothers, I mean a big number, they could take over on goal difference and win the Challenge Shield. Of course, there are still matches to be played, catch-ups, and a couple of issues with judiciary that will be all resolved the beginning of next week. But I got my money on Lidcombe Waratah at this stage, the reigning champions. Back-to-back, it's not easy, and good luck to them if they're able to defeat the mighty Unicorns of Dundas United tonight, who have been a pleasant surprise this year, flying under the radar, making their way up the table. This is only the second time we'll be seeing the boys in the blue and white stripes. And the captains have tossed a coin with the referees. It appears that at Lidcombe, Rothermere also red, Lidcombe have won the toss. And both teams are staying on the respective halves they are in right now. In the middle, we have Craig Balcombe. On the sides, on the far side, we have Josh Baysari, who's done a very good job in the match before in the centre. And on the near side, we have Scarlett Nickelman, another competent referee. Referees like to let the players win the matches and not their decisions. Let's hope this match is free of controversy, as it is Dundas with first use of the ball. And we're off and running. Let's see which team settle down. The last time we happened to watch the Dundas lads, it took them about a half and a bit, but they came good against Rothermere. They didn't win that night, but they put in a valiant performance. They go forward now, pushing it out left. These white numbers in the back of their shirts are hard to see. That's number 16 on the ball, gives it inside. Again, 8 on the ball. Dundas looking to establish themselves early. They've been playing pretty well, but of course the reigning champs have been playing better. They've scored more goals than anyone else this year, and they have a pretty good goal difference. They've let in only a few. The best defensive team at the moment is Pendle Hill Tigers, also in the top of the ladder, lurking around trying to get the Challenge Shield. Of course, why is the Challenge Shield significant? Because it's Australia's oldest trophy from 1901. The Granville Association senior team has been playing for this trophy, and quite a number of excellent teams and future Socceroos have played for this trophy. And there it is on screen. All those plates, of course, represent 124 years and counting of champions. In the early days, in fact, they used to write or engrave on each plate the first 11. They stopped doing that a few decades ago, but there's big names there. As a free kick goes the way of Rothermere. Quick early one, finds inside on the edge of the box. Can get a shot off, turns inside, good defense. Needed to be. Nice quick play there. They weren't worrying about 10 metres. Dundas can expect nothing less than that sort of play from the reigning champions. To make it easy, if you can post your comments on the Facebook page. I know some of you are watching it on YouTube. It makes it a little bit easy for me to read, but I will get all comments. And when there's a bit of lull in play, I'll certainly read out a few of them. Thanks for joining us here tonight. It's a cold one. Lidcombe. Look inside. Dundas repel. Push the back. Craig calls that. Oh, of course, the other thing that you need to look out for is a Golden Boot Award. It was, most people thought it was all sewn up with Jean Boulout from Auburn FC at 27. Remarkable number. But Kim, the target man, number 10 for Waratah, only 5 goals. Here he is now. Speaking of the devil, goes into the box. Looks to shoot. Goes a bit wide. Can't find the angle. He'll be looking to score a few more goals to push him up the ladder and win the coveted Alan Garside Golden Boot Award. Swarming defence from the Dundas boys. Forcing the ball back. That's fine. Jeong Juk, the captain there. Probably the tallest figure on the field with the ball. They like to play, go from side to side, this team. Looking for the seams in the defence. Going forward, letting him run into the box. Still there, keeper comes out. If they're going to allow that to play, the players to run, Dundas is going to be in for a long night. They'll have to shut that down quick smart. Long kick. I'm seeing more of that this year. Less teams are playing this build from the back. And goalkeepers are opting for the big heave-ho down the field. Looking for possible errors and letting their attackers come forward and get an opportunistic goal. I don't mind that. It's a bit of a lottery. Good entertainment. Here we go again, Lidcombe. To the outside. Cuts inside. Turns inside. Kim couldn't link up. Dundas, strong defence, scramble well. Coming down the left. You don't want to mess around with it there. And here we go again, from right to left. They'll put their pieces on the chessboard and look for manoeuvres, and here we go back again to the right-hand side. Bit of cat and mouse. Just keeping that defence moving, looking for a lazy defender to open up. Not on this time. Dundas. Hoffman sends the ball over the top. Comfortably defended. Charlie Yakub, comment, did Granville Waratah have 11 players? Yes, we did. Putting a good performance to Waratah, Granville Waratah lads. Here we go again. Number 13 from Lidcombe. That's Hiroki Fujiwara. That can't be right. I don't think he's a goalkeeper. I'll check that at halftime with the manager. Struggling to clear the ball. Dundas making a bit of a mess of it. Opportunity arises. Still not cleared. They go back to reset. Dundas needs some support play. Here they come, the trips are in. He's referee letting it play. He's inside, goes to the box, he shoots! Straight to the keeper. Good counter play by the Unicorns of Dundas. Keeping the Lidcombe boys honest. Long ball. Keeper comfortable, but takes it over the sideline, gives it away a bit too easily, I think. Matty Munro. Last time we watched him play, he scored an excellent header from a corner. That was against Auburn at Progress Park. Mind you, he did miss one just a minute earlier. A sitter from a metre in front, you believe that? But he made redemption, and they came away with that win there. Such has been their form. They put them to the top of the ladder. They get a corner now. It's Kim, the talisman, taking the corner. In comes their captain, number 14. Tallest player in the field. They're looking for him. Here he comes. Oh, I couldn't quite get the head there. Cleared away, but only over the goal line for another corner. Referee Craig Balcom very quick to indicate where that's going. Kim again. He'll float this in. There it is, into the goal mouth, dangerous. Keeper punches. I don't think he meant that for that to go over the crossbar. But he gives away another corner. From the other side now, this will be a right foot curler. Dundas pretty much have everyone in the box. They'll do well here. A floater into the goal mouth. Back stick, heads on, keeper saved. Oh, off the crossbar out. Kim with the ball, trying to turn the corner. Good defense, good scrambling by Dundas. Sends it long, hit the chance now. Dakota takes it, still inside. Munro comes in, takes it over the sideline. Good scrambling, good play at both ends by both teams here. Side to side, now going end to end. Thank you for joining us here on Friday Night Football. Coming to you live from Garside Park, the spiritual home of Granville football. Lidcombe can't clear yet. Dundas having a nice little passage of play here. Will Lidcombe feel the sting of a Dundas goal? That ball goes too long. Not with balls like that one. Lots of interest in this match, and thanks for joining us today. The possibility of Lidcombe going back-to-back in the X-League has a few more people with keen interest, and thanks for joining us. As again, they go from side to side, looking to move the defense around, looking for seams in that defense. Pushes it to the side. Curls in behind defense, finds it. Oh, the touch wasn't there. They get a free kick anyway. Dundas will hold it high line. That's about a good 27, 26 metres out. That's Roy Gardner in goal. Trying to get his wall set. Directing his troops around. Surprisingly, the tallest man in the field is staying back at centre fullback. Okay, this one's going to curl. Oh, a nice little training manoeuvre into the box. Heads on. Couldn't clear, couldn't get into the box, couldn't get into the goal mouth. But it's not cleared properly. They come back again. Dundas scrambling. Goes wide. And back down the middle. Desperate to clear away from the 18-yard box. Here we come again. Lidcombe Waratah, the black team. Setting up. Just creeping up territorially, but go back, reset, Jung on the ball. Pushes it to Munro, no, to Kim. They're being patient. Peter Moore told nothing to do with the ball, sends it. He'll turn it back. Plays in the middle. He takes him on. Nice play. Works in the box. Shots on! And that's off the pole. The shot's on! And that's a goal! And if not mistaken, that's number 10. No, number 2. Luke Kwan finds the back of the net. And the defending champions take the lead here in Garside Park. 1-0 over Dundas United. Making it clear that they like the fact that they're defending champions, and back-to-back is a sweet sound that they want to make sure happens tonight. I've got some bourbon commenting from Turkey, Istanbul. Thanks for joining us here tonight. You're the furthest away we have so far tonight. Let's see who else we have international. Thanks for joining us. You must be on a European holiday, because I know you've commented many times before in the season. And Dundas go forward. Munro puts his defence on. Hoffman, still with the ball, holds his ground. Goes long, here we go, trying to find the back stick. Over for a goal kick. As Craig Balcom goes back deep into the Lidcombe half. Sorry, the Dundas half, where a Lidcombe player, number 16, is down. Kyung Jun Lee makes his way up gingerly. And we restart. This is very similar to the earlier match that we covered for Dundas several weeks ago. They started slow and had little good passages and finished really strong. This is what happens here. Goal scorer, number 2 for Lidcombe. Take the ball across field. Luke Kwan. And it continues all the way across. Looking for a seam. Nifty short passing. Comes undone with a Dundas all over the sideline. Who's the referee? I can give you that information. Bourbon. That would be Craig Balcom in the middle. So far, so good. Josh Baysari on the far side and Scarlett Nickelman on the near side with the flags. No controversy. That's the way we like it. Lidcombe working the ball into the box. Dundas swarm all over it. They take it over the sideline for a Lidcombe throw. For those of you unfamiliar with Garside Park, this after 5 or 6 years being closed, council and government put $17 million into renovating this. But you look at the surface of the field, I think they've been shortchanged. A bit of work has to be done over the summer. But it's a wonderful location. Certainly the community loves it. And my club, Grand Waratah, we get to use it sometimes. And one of those times is tonight for the X-League. Come on down and join us if you live nearby. Lidcombe, they've moved this ball across the field, down the sideline. Good scrambling defence from Dundas. Push the ball wide and outside for a throw. Bourbon, Kelvin's on the other side as the manager. He's here tonight. Munro on the ball. To Kim. Turns. Directing his players exactly where he wanted to be, but they weren't there, so he sends it back. Reset. Here he goes again. Will he switch? He goes far and wide. This is typical of the Lidcombe team. Tries to work into the box. He does. Across the face of goal. Oh. They call it the corridor of uncertainty for that reason right there. Keeper, central defender, not sure what to do with that. And the ball goes straight over for another corner. This is Lidcombe putting a lot of pressure on. As number 14. Jung Suk Jung goes into the goal mouth. They'll be looking for him. Hoffman's with him, probably the second tallest person out there from Dundas. Bit of movement there, trying to get away from each other. It's a low ball. Dundas can't clear. Shots on! Deflected for a corner again. Corner. That's a better. Floats right into the goal mouth. It hit the ground. Where the headers. Shots on. Skews off the left foot. And that is a goal kick. All those players in the goal mouth and the ball hits the ground. I'm not sure who should be more upset. The Dundas defence or the Lidcombe attack. A ball that has floated around in there needs to be contacted with the head. And if you're a Lidcombe fan into the back of the net, and of course if you're a Dundas fan, cleared away. Anyway, no goal. Score remains 1-0 in favour of the reigning champs, Lidcombe Waratah Black. Ball sent down the sideline. Territorial at the moment, it's all Lidcombe. But they know that Dundas can quickly counter, as they showed a little earlier. Here we go again. Switching to the right, Munro on the ball. Finds Kim. Couldn't get the touch he wanted. Oh, Luke Kwan through ball to Kim. He gets position in front, cops in the back, and good call. Good play by Kim. Good sportsmanship. He knows it wasn't personal. He did get the better of the Dundas player. I think that's Jacob Rodolphe, if that indeed is number 10. Dundas has everyone in the goal mouth area. Except for a one-man wall. Lidcombe load up. Go short post. Referee is listening to his earpiece. AR was saying a few words. Wait for the whistle, and there it is. Second chance to float this one. Low and flat into the wall. And now for a corner. Everyone will pretty much remain where they are. Let's see if Kim can float this one into the goal mouth. Oh, he goes short. Kim, left foot. Plays it back to Munro. Opportunity lost. Dundas. Get a deflection and a throw in. Yeah. I think maybe sometimes you get to be too cute, too clever, and just get the ball in the goal mouth and let your forward do the magic. Lovely ball by Dundas. Referee says play. Wikwan to Kim. Looks up. I thought they was going to the left, but to Jung, who now sends it to the centre, and they'll probably continue to the left. Oh, it's going back to Munro. First touch wasn't that good. Readily taken care of there by number 9 for Dundas, putting the ball straight over the sideline. Hong Lee. Over the sideline into the grandstand here at Garside Park. Davut, he heard. Yes, I believe that is about right. Lee did score. or Kim did score 7-8 odd goals against Paris City last week. Paris City, yeah, they have some defensive issues if you're going to get beat 18-0. That certainly sent him straight up the ladder, the Golden Boot Award. Lidcombe know how to spread the field and, of course, spread the defence. And over the top, look at that one. Takamoto can't get there. He does now. Oh, he just couldn't get the ball in front of him. He overran it, hit the heels. Kim, through ball to Kwon, into the box. He'll cut it back. There it goes. Too far back. Referee gives a penalty. Craig Balcombe saw a penalty there. Clip from behind. That's fair enough. Little protest from the Dundas defenders. Let me guess. Kim will take this one. He needs 5 goals to level with Jean Bullut. If he puts this one in, he'll need 4. Referee Balcombe gives clear instruction to the keeper. Make sure you keep 1 from the line until the ball is kicked. Where's he going? Let's go to the left. He's going to the left. Oh, he does go to the left. He danced around, sent the keeper the wrong way, and that's a goal to Kim. Number 10, the talisman for the Lidcombe Waratah Black team. This team has scored more goals than any other X-League team this season. The best attacking team in the X-League competition. And a pretty good defensive team too. Not quite as good as Pendle Hill Tigers, who've only let in 12 goals this season. Dundas looking to come back quickly. Get the ball into the goal mouth. Onto the ball, awkward bounce, still there. Oh, I needed the first touch, but still there. Little dink over, oh, straight to the keeper. Fizzled out in the end, but a bit of excitement for a moment there. Let us know your score predictions. You've had enough time to see the teams. 2-0 thus far. The ball looking to get behind the defence. Can't quite get there. Hoffman, oh, he does now. Beats him to it. Turns inside. Scrambling defence, comes in. Squashes any attack. Playing a bit of hit and miss here, both teams. Turn the ball inside. Extend, oh, across the face, a goal. Dundas sends it long. There's a bit of a clip of the heels. Free kick. Captain Young. Mouths off. Come on, lads. Let's get on with it. There we go, number 13. Dundas. Throws his hands up and says, yeah, Cameron Menon, I called that one my fault, sir. Not to the satisfaction of Craig Balcombe. Want to bring the players in. Come on, lads. It's a cold night. It's a good game. Let's just continue playing. Or words to that effect. There's the open palms and the cross the arms. That's enough of that. Will there be a shake of hands? Still, the players are still mouthing off. Gotta love the theatre, don't you? I do. Remember the days when we were kids and you wouldn't be able to walk away from the referee unless everyone shook their hands? Let's bring that back, I say. Bring it back, at least a slap of a high five. The ball goes through. Dundas hit the ball. Good ball movement here, little passage to play. Only unstuck by Takamoto. But they get it back. They're switching. Taking a page out of Lidcombe's book. Oh, he gives it away though. Luke Kwan still with the ball. All the ball did not go over all the line. Cuts it in. Looking for Lee Kim in the middle. Little tap over. That was Hyun Lee, number 16, directing traffic there. But back to Young, to Munro. Oh, they're going to swap the other side of the field now. They do this very well, the Lidcombe team. Stretching defences, looking for those gaps. The proverbial hole in the defence. Oh, they're doing it well, getting behind the line. That was a little bit far, but seeing some good play here today, or tonight. Let us know your thoughts, score predictions, and of course there is the Fred Barlow Player of the Year Award, a running tally. That'll be posted next week, I suspect, on the socials. So the referees will give 3, 2, 1 points to what they deem the best players on the pitch. And at the end of the year, all those points are tallied up to win the Fred Barlow Medal, effectively the best player in the association. Ball goes long, long over. So yeah, keep an eye out and post your comments later in the match. Who you think the referees will give the 3, 2, and 1 points to? It's a prestigious award, as is the Golden Boot and the Golden Gloves. The Billy Henderson, who played on this very ground and also played for Granville Waratah as a junior. The Billy Henderson Golden Glove Award, that is actually decided by all the coaches. They put their vote in for who they deem to be the best goalkeeper in the X-League. Hoffman struggling to clear. Still, it's aerial ball here. Dundas come away with it though. Find the side. Connor sends it long. Plays on side here. Cuts it in. Couldn't find his man. The tall timber of Jung Yuk. I think I pronounced that correctly. Jung Suk Jung. Take the ball over for a corner. Dundas will be looking to get back in this match. At the moment, not that they're out of it, but they're being dominated territorially and on the scoreboard, 2-0. The second goal being a penalty a few moments ago. Five plays in front of the goal mouth for Dundas. Here comes the ball floating in. Nice ball, danger. Oh, and that is another corner. Off the head of a Lidcombe player, past the left post. Those floating balls in the goal mouth, when you've got a lot of players in the middle, it's hard for the keeper to get out there and put a glove onto it. But when you've got Jung Suk Jung, the tallest player on the pitch, as your central defender, there's an element of comfort. In much the same way that Harry Suter, when he's playing for the Socceroos, obviously injured right now. Ball goes in, low and hard. That's a flat ball. Shots. Tamely goes wide, well wide and over for a goal kick. Lidcombe trying to move this defence around. Nifty ball skills. They still play the left-hand side. I thought they might have swapped it there. Oh, here we go. Now it does. Keep that Dundas defence moving. Munro's looking for it on the defensive line. Yuk sends him to Kwan. Takes his man on. Can he turn the corner? Has to come back a bit. Goes inside. Takamoto goes inside. Man opens. As Kim shoots. Past the post. Nice play here. Nifty triangular passing. Good ball movement.
Players finding space. Didn't get the finish there, one from Kyung Lee. But nice ball movement. You've got to expect that. They are leading the competition, and they are the reigning champs. Thank you for joining us here at Garside Park. Beautiful winter night football. Currently at 10 or 11 degrees. Barely a breeze, and certainly, thankfully, no rain. Feel free to post a comment. Gladly give you a shout out. Let us know where you're watching. Love those international viewers, whether it be on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. Again, Kyung Lee. I see a ball being sent across the field here. Just to get out of that log jam. Typical Lidcombe play. Find the open space. Monroe on the far side. Back stick. Into the box. Tries to turn the corner. Sends it back. There it is. Dundas puts a head on it. Clears away. But only as far as Kyung Lee. To Young Suk. Back to Monroe. Kyung Lee. Get the ball moving. One touch, two touch. Takamoto peels it back. Probably not the pass you wanted. He sends Dundas away. Touch too heavy. Kyung Lee. Good defense. Turns it inside now. Where are we going with it? Patient build up here. You find a seam. Into the box, but no seam. Cleared away. Looks like by Hoffman there in the back. If you're joining us, it's 2-0. That's 2 goals to the good for Lidcombe. Second goal was a penalty. Hardly a controversial decision. Player had his heels taken out inside the box. Lidcombe sends the ball inside. Dundas clears to a space. Still there. But really Dundas struggling to get the ball out of their half. Young Suk sends it to Takamoto. Finds Kim in the middle. No one's on him. Shoots. Can he shoot? He's still there. There's a golden boot going for another goal. And there it is. Goal! Kim with his brace for tonight. Gets now one more goal closer to the top of the Golden Boot Award. A little bit too easy there for the Lidcombe Waratah team. This Dundas team working their way up the ladder, the X-League ladder, but being taught how to play some convincing football so far in this match at 3-0, and they're struggling to get the ball out of their half. Lidcombe want this challenge shield. Through ball again, Luke Quad inside the box, shoots, oh, keeper comes out. They're turning up the blue flame of heat onto the Dundas team. 3 is not enough. Not even close, especially for Kim, who's aiming for the Alan Garside Golden Boot. Let's have a look here. They're loading up now, the whole Dundas team. Inside, in front of the goal mouth. Floats it in, it's high, back stick. Takamoto takes it over the goal line for a goal kick, relieving the pressure. And they're feeling plenty of it, the Dundas boys. Still with 8 minutes to play in this first half. Long ball to the right wing. think there's kind of behind there. Am I pronouncing his last name correctly? B-E-H-A-N. It's Irish, so is that Behan or Bean or... Someone help me out there who's got Irish heritage. Quick throw in. Lidcombe working inside the box again. Strong defense comes in and cleared up the field over the sideline. Not quite. Where's Lidcombe going? Down the line. Uncharacteristically, I thought they could take it back across the field. Dundas couldn't push the ball forward, but gets fouled in the back. And referee Balcombe gives a free kick. And rightly so. Comment from Justin Choi. Let's go, Lidcombe. Well, yes, they're going all right. They've listened to you. Ball going back to the keeper. Kyung Lee. Oh, that's an error. That's a goal. I've got to call that one out. Goal from the error. Dundas claw one back. Too casual at the back. Kyung Lee, what are you doing, son? Sure, you're ahead, but don't give away goals with errors. Schoolboy errors just like that. Kyung Gun Lee doesn't seem to be copying much protest from his teammates. Put in perspective, they are leading 3-1. But those sort of games, those sort of goals with the group stages coming up and then the finals are just unacceptable. And allow me to explain that, moving forward. Starting next week, we have the group stages. So after the final matches on Monday or Tuesday, the draw will be broken into two, top half and bottom half. And what will happen in the top half will happen the same in the bottom half. And that is the top 8 teams will be put into 2 groups. Odd numbers and even numbers. So those seeded 1, 3, 5, and 7 will be in Group A. 2, 4, 6, and 8 will be in Group B. And everyone in those groups, like the World Cup, will play each other just once. And after 3 matches, the top 2 teams will go into the traditional final series. So a lot of excitement ahead in the next 3 weeks. And of course, to determine the X2 grand champion, the same will happen in the bottom half of the draw. Free kick here, Lidcombe. They'll be looking to float this ball over the wall, just in front of the keeper, and expect 14. There he is there, the captain. Oh no, trick again. Low and flat. Looks for Yong look. No, can't find it. Dundas. Swarming on, loses the ball. They're coming back at him now. That's Kim. Into the box. Needed to stop it right there, Hoffman. Takamoto, where's he going with it? He goes for goal! Keeper! With hands of an octopus. Pulls that ball in. Good shot, good save by Roy Gardner. Tree Lee right in front of us. That was Cheng on the ball, looking to throw it in. Over to Munro. Oh, kicks that one. Still with them though. Kyung Lee comes in hastily, forces the error. What can Lidcombe do with it as it goes back to the keeper? Look at Munro going far right. They're playing from the back here. Spreading that field. Plenty of time on the ball. Dundas didn't put the press on. But they have it now. Wasn't the best clearance. Kenneth ding one back before half-time. That'd make it interesting, 3-2, which was the score in the match prior to this. Granville Waratah, 3, scoring a late goal over Holroyd Rangers Black 2. Any of the scores around the grounds, please post a comment. Let us know. Love those score updates. As Munro looks for the ball in the middle of the park. Chairman Steve Ulrich comments that Danny Bootser should be blocked from this page. Come on, Steve. A bit rough. He was a Granville player, a Granville Association player, but then defected to the dark side. Anyway, Danny, welcome to the broadcast. As the ball trickles over for a goal kick. Munro finds Quan on the right. Has plays in front. Back to Munro. Nice touch. To Takamoto. No, back to Quan. Turns inside. Back to Munro. He's on. Turns it to the edge of the box. Cuts it back. Shots on. Oh, almost deflected back. Was it a back pass? There's a call for it, but no. Just a deflection. Referee Balcom rightly waves away any protests. As a Dundas player is injured, we'll have a bit of an injury break. Barely a minute left of regulation. Referee may even call a half-time with the first aid medic coming onto the field. Probably just holding a water bottle and that cold spray. So I'm showing my age here, but remember the days back in the 70s and 80s where the medic would run on with a bucket of water and a sponge full of germs from the person who before had their face wiped and their grazers all wiped with that same sponge. The good old days when immunity levels had to be high. Dundas player taken off, probably straight to the change rooms as the halftime whistle is imminent. Referee Craig Balcom checks his watch. And Roy Gardner will go the old heave-ho. No, he doesn't. Puts the ball on the pitch. Sends it to halfway. Been a good match, especially for a Lidcombe fan. Here comes Dundas though. Chang on the ball. Turns it inside. Nice little flick. Tried to link up, but couldn't. And that, everyone, is halftime with referee Balcom pointing to the centre of the field, blowing the whistle with the reigning champions 3 over Dundas United 1 in a match that could see the Lidcombe reigning champs go back to back. Any score updates from Waratah Park, please post them. Otherwise, look forward to seeing you all in about 10 minutes. Friday Night Football here at Garside Park. We have the reigning champions, Lidcombe Waratah Black 3 over the Unicorns of Dundas United 1. And referee crowd back, Craig Balcom, blows his whistle and giving Lidcombe Waratah first use of the ball in this second half. 3-1. Can we see a duplication? 6-2. Give us your score prediction. Post a comment, especially on the Facebook page or even the YouTube channel, wherever you may be watching it. And I'll gladly give that a shout out. More importantly, if anyone is watching any of the other matches from around the ground, especially Waratah Park, let us know with the score update. Very keen to see what's happening there. Because at the top of the table, we have the Lidcombe Waratah Black and Waratah Lions Black. And they're playing Waratah Lions White, their brother club or team. And the goal difference is superior to the Lidcombe Waratah team. If the score remains as is, they'll probably take out the Challenge Shield. Lidcombe Waratah Black needs, or they're behind Lidcombe Waratah, Waratah Lions Black are behind Lidcombe Waratah by 30 plus goals. So I just can't see them defeating their brother team by 30 plus goals. Charlie Coob says, come on, that Waratah just won 46-0. Wow, that's going viral. You're a funny man, Charlie. Ball goes in the goal mouth. Shots on and goes wide. Seriously, Charlie, give me the result, please. Anyway, that game started, I believe, at 8:15, so it's still going. 46-0, imagine that. Kong Lee with the ball. Throw in. Oh, hang on a minute. Gave him a hug from behind. Referee says play on. Takamoto sends it long. Who's getting this ball? Connor behind on the ball. Gives it away. And there's a foul right there. As Baysar referee, Josh Baysari, waves the flag indicating the referee that's a foul. And a yellow card. Connor Beyond. Players gather around. I look quite concerned over there, actually. Calling for a medic. He finally makes his way over. I see that Trish Beyond is watching. I'm assuming, Trish, you might be related to Connor. Let us know how. And given that he's not married and his girlfriend plays in my All Those Ladies team, I'm assuming you're either the mother or a sister. Lidcombe Waratah. This would be a high curler into the goal mouth. Players waiting for it. It is just that. Gardner comes out, punches it, clears away. Dundas. Oh, can't clear well enough. Now they do. Nicely taken away from a charging Dundas attack. Sends it back. It's Kim. Put the ball through. Ref says play on. Good challenge in the back though. Referee calls that one. Number 5 for Lidcombe. Can't be doing that. Here, boom, in the back. It's not Aussie rules here. It's soccer football. Lidcombe defense keeping a high line. That's about a 37, 38 metres out. I can't see him going for goal from there. He'll look to float that one over the defensive line. He goes for goal from there. Oh, that was lame and tame. Got to tell you, the management of Dundas United, these white numbers on the white stripe is just not working for you. So next year, when looking at your jersey design, go with black numbers. There's my piece of advice for you. Certainly would make my job a lot easier. Lidcombe again, using the flanks well. Working the ball up, now back to the middle. Look to the left flank, goes side to side. Finds your man, number 4. Looks inside, where's he going with it? Poor Lee. To Kim. Back to Lee. Sends it into the goal mouth to Roy Gardner, straight into his arms. Inviting nothing more than a catch and sending it back down the field. On you, Trish. Thanks for joining us. Question from Baker Fix, I think. Yo, are you doing the grand finals for youth? We are doing grand finals for Division 1 teams. So yes, Youth Division 1 in the second week of grand finals. The first week of grand final will be a lottery of mixture, probably Division 2 teams. Ball goes across. Couldn't quite link up. Lee can clear the ball away. Where we going with it? Kim, turn aside to Kim again. Back to Kim. Good defense, good scrum defense. Paul Lee tried the shot, couldn't get there. Just couldn't get the foot around that ball. And I think that's number 4. I'm not quite sure of that white. That was Tessan Naidu. As I was mentioning earlier in the broadcast, I was speaking with my cameraman at halftime, Julian. Yeah, we watched Dundas in the beginning of the year playing Waratah at Waratah Park. Slow start, they were down, but there was a flurry of activity. They came home strong in that match and probably were unlucky to not come away with a point. So, wouldn't mind seeing that tonight. At the moment, Lidcombe seem to be doing it a little bit too comfortably. They're a very good outfit. Kim. Takamoto can't get the ball. Dundas turning on the connections. Oh, intercepted. Kyung Lee has options to Kim. Left foot curls it in. Looks for Kim inside. Turns it back. Oh, gives it away. But gives it away again. Kyung Lee gets a goal. Hoffman, good deflection. Still with the ball, turns it in. Where's he going with it? Goes wide. Finding time. Gives it inside again. 1-2 play, nice. Dundas making progress here. Number 10. In that corner. Jacob Rodolfi. Couldn't link up. Lidcombe turn and run. Kim. Looks to play the left, no one there. Goes himself. Turns inside. Looking for players, still no one there. Finds Kim. Who put the ball too long and straight to keeper Gardner. Reading some of these comments, pretty funny, Danny. Dundas. That's number 8. Brad Naden. Couldn't quite link up there. So if you were the referees, who would you be giving the Fred Barlow medalist, your 3 points, 2 points, and 1.2. At the moment, I'd be hard pressed to find anyone from Dundas. But certainly Kim's looking pretty good up front. And that's him on the ball right then. Sakamoto. Kim, he sends it low and flat. Oh, mistake. Chang taken out. And that's going to be a... What colour card are we going with here? Oh, a double yellow. And that's red, and he knows it. Give me a number. Let's clarify who exactly that is. A damn white stripe. I can't see a number. Well, that makes the task ever so harder for the Dundas. I think it's Ryan Hoffman. He's certainly a tall figure from memory. So he's got to cop the double yellow, taking out. Yes, taking out the attack from the Waratah boys. And probably not the thing you want to do coming into the group stages. Better off letting him through, even if it conceded a goal. But now you've got a three-man wall with Kim on the ball. Money's on, he's going for the top left corner. Got the perfect angle for it. This is Kim trying to track down that golden boot. No, he goes inside. Shot. Oh, a lovely little clever play. Unselfish play from Kim. I would have went for the goal. That's Kim on the board, number 10. He's currently in the second place in the Alan Garside Golden Boot Award ladder. How will Dundas defend? What's their structure now? Formation, still four in the back. Long ball over the top. Kim comes running through, charging onto it, goes into the box. Left foot, will he shoot? Cuts across, finds a man, 33, shoots, pushes it wide. 33, Hassam Hosseini. Gotta say, Kim is a very unselfish player, even for a striker. Multiple opportunities to shoot for goal, and he's turned it inside. And yet, he's, remember, coming second in the Golden Boot Award. Score a couple more, and he puts himself right in a chance of winning it. But he plays team first, and you can't fault that. Chang Young. Kim gives the ball to the right, crossing the goal mouth. Lidcombe just scrambling at the moment. I'm not sorry, Dundas just scrambling in defence. Shot comes in, but straight to the keeper. Didn't get the connection he needed. But the score is still 3-1. Any goals here from a 10-man Dundas United team would be excellent. Lidcombe Waratah Black with the second best defence, with only 14 goals prior to today. Equal defence with Waratah Black. Only 2 short of Pendo. And Dundas goes into the box. Connor puts it in. Oh, keeper saves. Wow. Wouldn't that have been a turn up for the books? Save there. Fujiwara. Would love to see the Dundas goal there. 3-2 with 10 men. Been awesome. Lidcombe counter straight away. In front of goals. Off the post. Gardner. Left clueless. But he knew the ball where it was after it hit the post. End-to-end stuff. Opportunities at both ends of the field. What more can you ask on a Friday night? Lidcombe again. Turned inside. Again, left foot shot. Gardner. Put the ball over for a goal kick. Turns it around the post. Some good football here beline the fact that Lidcombe are up 3-1. All those goals in the first half. Been playing for near 15 minutes. Up go the signal. Nice ball in front of the box. Over for another corner. Referee Craig Balcom indicates from the same corner. Signal. Near post. Heads in and keeper gets the ball. Enjoying this match. Great to see that Dundas, if they're going to go down, they're going down swinging. None of this parking of the bus or trying to protect. Well, protect what? They haven't got a lead, so yeah, they're going out swinging. If they go out. They almost scored. Here we go again. Across the face of goal. Dundas turns it back inside. No one there though. Being a play short, sometimes you've got to expect that. Kim, where are we going with it? Oh, smacks the side of the head of a Dundas player. Nice ball, just couldn't get around the defensive line there. Sakamoto. Sakamoto, they switched sides again. A typical feature of the Lidcombe Waratah team. They switch sides, looking for gaps. Don't normally go for the long ball like that. They work it up. Take two. Let's see what we do this time. Takamoto. Dundas just sitting a little bit deeper, not rushing up. They can take advantage of that, running forward. Kim, where's he going with it? Pushes it, lovely ball on the edge of the box. Got Cheng onto it. Can't be his man yet. Finds the ball to Kim. Little dink over, turn the corner. Referee finds the foul. Too much backside push on that one. Referee says substitutions going to take place. Dundas bring a man on. Haven't had too many substitutions tonight. For those who are wondering, X-League this year is unlimited substitutions. That's the X-League, unlimited substitutions. You can come on and off whenever you please, any number of times. Cheng pulls the ball back. Kung Lee. Lee again. Again, Dundas recognizing that they need to not be rushing out with a 4-4-1 formation. Lidcombe just working their way up the field. Dundas had the ball, fighting hard. Still with Dundas, take the ball to the sideline. Couldn't quite keep that in. Well, couldn't quite find your man. He kept it in. That was Benjamin Goss. They're going forward here. Cheng Takamoto. He's involved in a lot of that midfield action. Couldn't get the ball over that line there. That was Lee, back to him again. Takamoto, what's he doing with it? Looks up, looking for options. Where are we going? Back to Kyung Lee. To Kim. Playing more of a midfield role now rather than a striker role. Into the box. Inside the box. Opens up. Can't get the shot on yet. There it is. And that's a goal! 4-1 to Lidcombe Waratahs. Who put that in the back of the net? Let's see who put that one in there. Looks like number 22, Jin Kim. 4-1. Looking for score updates from around the field, around the association, especially over there at Waratah Park. Waratah Black versus Waratah White. Let us know what's happening out there. Oh, I see. Results have come through. Waratah Black 10 versus Waratah White 1. It was the earlier match. That game is over. Well, they've won, barring a catastrophic failure of Lidcombe Waratah defence. They look to be win this match and have a very strong claim to say they are the Challenge Shield champions for 2025. Mind you, still a couple of games to be played on the Monday and Tuesday. Some catch-ups there, so we can't claim it yet, but it looks to be one hand on the Challenge Shield. If this result remains the same, Takamoto going forward. Still, he finds the ball back at his feet. I wonder if the result has filtered back to the Lidcombe Waratah dugout. For those of you who just joined us, you will note on the score in the bottom left corner that there's a red card because, yes, Dundas, a downer man, Ryan Hoffman. A double yellow, red, that's 1 week. He will miss. So he will miss the first group stage match starting next Friday. We'll see all that action on Friday night football. Not sure which one we're playing yet. But of course, we try to post that every Thursday night. The matches and who will be live streamed. In the group stages, most likely in the X1. And you can tell from the caliber of matches, it's likely to be a high caliber match. Kim, good foot speed. On the ball. Takamoto can't get there. Dundas trying to clear. Takamoto takes it off him. And it's a free kick. Too much Takamoto, spicy stuff there. So yes, it's almost an impossible task to expect Dundas to come back from being a man down and the score at 4-1. So I think Lidcombe can safely say they've got these 3 points. Inside, looks to square in. He does. No on the back stick though. The long heave-ho down the field. That's not what Lidcombe are really known for when it comes to clearance. Oh, on the carpet, that's what we're doing. That's what they like to do. Here we go again. Oh, through ball. It's a foot race now. Lidcombe, Dundas, where's going first? Lidcombe takes it, looks for the cutback. There it is. Oh, referee says it crossed over. Goal kick. Love those foot races. Thank you for joining us here on Friday Night Football, coming to you live from Garside Park, covering the excellent competition in this, the 15th and final round of the first part of this year's competition. The World Cup style group stages start next Friday night. I've already explained early in the broadcast how that works. If you're uncertain, post a comment, and I'll repeat myself again. Happy to do so. Post a comment on who do you think will be the Fred Barlow Award Player of the Match. 3, 2, and 1 points. I like Takamoto in midfield. Maybe not for 3, but he'll be in there somewhere. Number 9 for Lidcombe. Kim scored a couple of goals. They've got him sitting back in the midfield now. As Dundas come forward. Couldn't link up. Put the ball behind his striker. Takamoto, lovely touch to Kim. Where's he going with it? Behind the line, can't quite get there. Good defense. Clearing the ball away from Dundas. Okay, Jihad Kalamadine, let me tell you how the final series for the X-League now works. So, we have a ladder of 1 to 15. It'll be broken into 2 halves. The top half will be challenging for the X-League 1 championship. The bottom half challenging for the X-League 2 championship. The top half and the bottom half, what will happen next, will mirror each other. And that is, both the top half will be broken into 2 more groups, Group A and Group B. Teams seeded even numbers. Lidcombe go for the shot. Teams seeded even numbers, 2, 4, 6, and 8, probably in Group A. 1, 3, 5, and 7 in Group B. The 4 teams in each group will play each other just once. Like the World Cup, they have 3 matches to score as many points. The 2 highest placed teams in both those groups will then play a traditional final series. Major semi, minor semi, final, and grand final. Obviously, grand final being played at Melita Stadium. So, in other words, the teams that come first in Group A and B will play each other. The winner of that match goes straight to the grand final. And the loser will play the winner of the other 2 matches. And that's how X-League 1 will be determined. And the same applies for X-League 2. The even numbers will be in one group. The odd numbers will be in the second group. And earlier today, Granville Waratah defeated Holroyd Rangers Black. They're sitting around the 8th, 9th, 10th position. So I'm not sure where Holroyd Rangers will end up be in either X1 or X2. Granville Waratah, well, they will come in. They're coming 10th or 11th. They'll definitely be playing for the X-League 2 competition. So I hope I've explained that to you sufficiently. Oh, I see, Jihad, that you're part of the Bankstown competition. Well, welcome to the broadcast. Happy to have you on board. And if you like what you're seeing, then by all means, come and join our competition X-League next year. You're playing for these first 15 rounds. You're playing for the oldest trophy in Australian soccer football, the Challenge Shield, first given in 1901 to Clyde Engineering Football Club. Of course, they have consigned themselves to the history pages. Player down for Lidcombe. Referee's just saying, go on with it for a little bit. Dundas happy to continue. Still going on with it. And now with the ball at halfway, referee finds a little foul back here in front of us. As the referee checks the time, he makes about 17 minutes still to play. Now, early in the year when Dundas played Rothermere Lions, Black, back over at Waratah Park, it was about now where they came really into the match, put on a couple of goals and gave the Lions a bit of a scare. But with 10 players, I can't see that happening. But stranger things have happened as Kim gets the ball from behind the line. It comes across the defence, finds his pace, puts a shot in, saved by Roy Gardner. straight at him. Had little work to do on that one other than catch the ball. They're struggling with the ball here, Dundas. Lidcombe now have it back in the box. Look for cut back. Gardner puts hands on it. And that's still not saved. Still not scored. Don't know how that's not going to the back of the net. Gardner comes out of nowhere. Finds a hand, a glove onto the ball. Prevents it going in after the rebound. If it wasn't for the fact they've got 4 goals against him, he may have been scoring himself a point in the Fred Barlow medal. He still may. The referees may reward with 1 point. But at this stage, this man here on the ball, Kim, who seems to be pushed back into the midfield, probably going to get 2 or 3 points on the ball again. Inside the box. Copying from the back, but still continues. Looking at options. Still with the ball at his feet. Still with Lidcombe. Turns inside, looks to cut it in. There it goes, low and flat. Oh, it wasn't cleared. But Lidcombe come away, Dundas come away with it. And still with it, only to give it away now. Number 12, Jason Starr. He's had a pretty good game of defence. He might catch an eye for a point. To Kim, going forward. Almost looked like he's going to shoot there. Just couldn't find the gap. Takamoto, back to Kim. Takamoto, patient, build up here. Patient, getting into the box. Hussaini to Gardner. Brings that in, no problem. Takamoto. Put the pressure on the defense, on the Dundas, who lose it. And again, the reigning champions with the ball. Takamoto goes left. Hussaini. Kim. Hussaini couldn't get the ball through to his striker, Kim, up front. Valiant effort from this Dundas team, but with the player short, it really is a monumental task. But they're staying in the match with Jason Starr on the ball. Takamoto, no pressure from the defense from Dundas. They're sitting back with a 4-4-1 formation. Dundas thwart that defense going forward now. It's a struggle to get the ball over halfway. Will it happen here? Not going to happen. Takamoto. To Kim. It gets in front of him now. Goes a goal into the hands of Gardner. Referee Craig Balcom having a good match. No controversy. He gave away a penalty, but it was fair. Play got clipped from behind. No real protests or howls from the opposition. That's the way we like it. Controversy free. Let the players do the talking on the field with their actions and let them try and win it. That's what Lidcombe's been doing for the best part of the season. Jason Starr. Dundas beats him. Oh, Starr comes back. Good. And again, well done. Good defense. Hussaini inside Takamoto. Looks at his options. Where's he going with it? To the far right. Couldn't link up. Unusual. They don't normally go those long balls. Takamoto harassing. Hussaini, here you go. Here's the difference. Dundas sit back. Lidcombe do not. They are hungry with the ball and hungrier without it to get it back. And this is why they are leading the X-League and are the defending champions. Though they gave away a foul there, a little bit too hungry. Ball goes wide. Where are we going with it? Goss on the ball. Deflects over the sideline. Needs options for the throw. Trying to work the ball in. Unfamiliar territory in the second half and an offside. Yeah, Dundas. I don't think they've seen that 18-yard box for 10 minutes or thereabouts. They keep trying. They won't go gentle into the night. Here comes the Lidcombe Waratah boys. Kyung Lee, who gave away a really silly goal with an error early on in the match. But Jason Starr having a fine game. Takamoto opens a gap. Hosseini left, looking around to Lee. Starr will probably switch it right across here. Finds Kim playing in the midfield. He's a golden boot, second place. Don't know why he's playing there. Kyung Lee over the top to Kim. Still in the box. Foul. Too much hip. Take the player out. The referee back him, no problems. Blowing the whistle on that one. Great to see a bunch of new people joining us for the broadcast. Friday Night Football. This is the X-League 2025. Sure, post a comment on the Facebook page, ideally, or if you're watching YouTube channel, fine. Let us know where you're watching this match. Love those international viewers. I'll give you a shout out, happy to do so. Dundas still with the ball. But they turned it over. Yeah, the match is just starting to fizzle without the excitement of a close match and certainly being a player down. I think Dundas are now turning their attention to next week, next Friday. Next Friday, the group stages start. The lead in into the final series. I see on the broadcast that Danny Boots is back. Welcome aboard, Danny. Good to have you back on. For a couple of years, he was the voice of the GDSFA before he defected. But good to have you here, mate. Lidcombe, they want a few more goals here. They are the best attacking team, having scored the most goals in the X-League this year. Dundas looking to go forward. Into the box now. Can we cut it back in? Looking for his options. They're limited. Deflected, but takes the corner. You know what? I think that's their first corner for the second half. And that alone is a statistic that tells you much of the story for the second half. Up goes the signal. Dundas sends it in. It's a floater into the goal mouth. Strong headed, takes it cleared away. Takamoto, very industrious in the middle of the field. To Kim, who'll send it to Kyung Lee. Jason Starr comes to the side, moves forward. He wants it. There are options there. Hosseini. Takamoto. Where's he going with it? But Hosseini. Kim goes far right. Links up. Where's he going with? One turns inside, beats his man. Looking to square in. There it goes. Takamoto not quite alert to the short one there. Cleared away from Dundas. Dundas, space is open here. Gets behind the line, behind the defensive line. Keeper comes out. Makes easy pickings for him there. Fujiwara. And now back the other end of the field. Long ball gaps. All over the park now. Kim gets behind the defense. Is Fujiwara. Takamoto in front, taps it in. Goal! Takamoto puts in 5 for this match, and I think that's now 73 or 74 for the season. The Lidcombe Waratah Black team, defending champions. That one hand definitely on the challenge shield, and they're happy to put their second hand all over it now. Takamoto, if he hasn't already done so, must be featuring the 3-2-1 points for the Fred Barlow medal. I think I'd challenge him and maybe even give him 3. If not, he definitely gets 2 from me. What do you think? Is he worthy of even 2 points? Post your comment. Happy to see your opinion. Oh, Lidcombe aren't just finished yet. Still only 5 or so minutes to go, but don't count out another goal. Referee finds the foul. Dundas happy to go forward. They'll try and salvage a consolation here. Inside the last 5 minutes. What's this? I missed your comment, Jihad Kalamuddin. You're going to join us next year, next league, with Auburn District. Of course it's Auburn District. Oh, bless Auburn District. Here goes Dundas. That's about a 25 metres out. This will be a rocket for the goal. Goes for goal. Oh, into the bread basket. Fujiwara, no problem there. Got it over the wall, but not past the hands of Fujiwara, who, let's face it, hasn't done terribly much today. He did take the ball out of his net once, but only once. Chen gives the ball to Jason Starr, spreading the defense. Down the line, Hosseini. Connor behind the ball. Oh, he beats him to back heel and take the ball over the sideline by Benjamin Goss. Zach Farrow, you're watching? Contact Jihad Kalamuddin. He plays for the Bankstown team. I think we could use him at Granville Waratah. Ball into the box. Roy Gardner, not a problem there. Safe hands. Again, sure there's 5 goals against him, but he has made some good saves. It could have been a lot worse. So he may even feature for a 1 point for the Fred Barlow medal. Connor gives the ball to Goss. Intercepted by Jason Starr. Having another strong game. Play it down the far side. Referee Craig Balcombe blow the whistle. That looks like, no, that's not Takamoto. He's standing up already. No, he's okay. Had a 30-second rest. Thanks for joining us in the dying minutes of this match. You can see it's Lidcombe 5, Dundas 1, and a little red card next to that 1 means, yes, they were red carded early in the second half when it was 3-1. That was Hoffman getting his double yellow. He'll miss out next Friday's group stage. Actually, I think they've got a game on Monday, so maybe he will be playing on Friday. I hope so. Let's have the best of our best teams playing for the group stages as they'll try and make their way into the final series as Lee works it in. Hosseini back to Lee, inside the box, turns inside shot. Straight to the hands again of Gardner. Just over a minute to go. Post your comment. Who do you think deserves the Fred Barlow medal? Kim. Takamoto. Kim inside the box. Shoots! Defended well. They've scrambled quite well, actually, the Dundas team. Sure, they've got 5 against them, but it could have been a lot worse. Their shoulders look dropped now, but You got to give them credit. Even with 10 players, they didn't drop their shoulders terribly often. They came fighting, came out swinging, just weren't good enough on the day. As practically every team in the competition has found out against this reigning champions. And referee Craig Balcom has had a great match himself. No controversy. Blowed the whistle full time here at Garside Park with Lidcombe Waratah's black team 5 over Dundas United Unicorns 1. Thank you for joining us here on Friday Night Football from Garside Park, the spiritual home of Granville football for many a decade. Looking forward to having you, to entertaining you next Friday. Look out on the socials to see which match we'll be covering. Most likely a X-League 1 match as we lead the group stages. That's where it gets really exciting now. And also next Friday, I'll confirm what I suspect we just saw. A victory for Lidcombe meant a victory and to be placed in their trophy cabinet, the Challenge Shield. Again, confirm that next week. Thank you for joining us here at Garside Park. My name is Noel Donor. Good luck and God bless.